Searching online, like, there's a lot of shady ones up there, and there's a lot of pricey ones up there.
Yeah, I've never done anything major that would require a contractor. What do we try to do?
Well, we can, Homer Vine, they turned the garage into a in-law suite. And there's enough room on the driveway, we're gonna build an attachment on it, either a carport or a garage. We don't get some estimates on it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a couple of
1 2 1 2.
minor things, but figured to say first, go on the big nail, we'll do it. Sure.
Hello, hello.
Kathy Lawrence probably help you out.
1 2 1 2.
With the name or doing the work?
Well, probably both, but you probably give you a name.
We good? 1 2 1 2. Hello, hello, hello. All right.
Got a preview up. Feet off, Kathy, Kerry Brown, Stephen Boise. I'm sure they can slap something together.
There you go, yeah.
So Kathy had a bunch of work done, or she just knows some people.
Kathy owned a bunch of houses around the city that she rented out and always was working on them.
And she says that TV lab shop. Just like that.
This one mine, yeah.
Streaming live, or seeing the shows.
Two. One. Oh, really?
So,
Well, that would be better.
Okay. Okay. I don't know when they're going to set it about them, but usually probably Friday, we make
well,
this
I think
here,
we're worried about this.
print folks.
Well, yeah, what is she doing? They have their station.
Wait, well,
I was a kid.
Okay, sounds good. I will,
In case we end up waiting a while here, Dan might just cut his audio, but he'll keep his picture up for you all so you guys can see when they're starting, so.
cool. All right, thanks.
I should be turning to others.
I appreciate it. Thank you. She said they just have a live picture up on YouTube whenever it starts. I said you might get it.
they're not making it.
So I think I heard I'd go for waiting.
Is that what we're waiting on?
I'm guessing we're waiting on it. We're waiting on two. Haven't seen them. And I don't know if AJC looks grab details from them or if they're sending some more. Who knows? It's always the same. Right. Wait.
So, I would be. Thursday,
Friday, Saturday.
it's on Friday, Saturday. So, okay, so that would probably be me. And he would go back to, no, you know what? I still should be hired. At least it's
Dude, you said the BMI thing. I did not say that.
Sean's fine.
No. You know what I meant? You said it. Are you kidding me? We literally was attracted. They're like, oh, well, perfect. There you go.
Yeah.
I do have people back because there's so many other people that play.
Which one did you get?
There's an option, they just, that's what you get.
I'm good.
Sir?
Of course, you never were that quiet on the street, no.
There's a whole lot of other noise going on.
Pretend that fire engine's there, man.
actually, she was. See, it was weird. The times I was like doing her live shot, she went to her house and she just had a little story about like home rooms.
I'm assuming you don't have the remote mic on that.
I'm like, okay,
Right?
sure, whatever. Here's something you can have. And you know, the next day, she's like, something about Mount Arbery or something.
They're pretty cheap now.
And we went to stand up in front of the truck. But it was parked in a parking lot.
Yeah,
I was like,
don't
don't
be
be
road
road.
makes one.
Because she didn't have that idea.
Give you much
She just
better,
said, "Oh, come to my house, we'll live there."
audio.
Your house doesn't have anything to do with it. Why can't we just do
Yeah,
the
like
food
that
shop?
tablet, it would pick that up.
But like, I don't want to. I'm just saying, I actually want to.
The future now.
Talk to her. Because
So when they
especially where she
before-
lives, it's out of the way. So under the airport, like way under the airport. So I was like, look, if you just pay station,
They can just smell it.
I'll find a shop, we can do it real quick. She's like, but I don't have time.
What are you gonna leave it around that's for 12 years now?
No, I know in that case,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is just get to the point now, like based on staffing.
I was like, look, I'm not saying for instance, the government doesn't want to help you. But I want to make sure that you actually need the help and it's not just.
The LMS was great for all those years, but now we have.
You don't want to do it yourself.
That's the difference.
Which is always the weird thing with the whole side thing with everything.
Good evening, all. Give me thumbs up when we're ready. All right, so good afternoon, all. My name is Reginald Scandrett. I am the sheriff here in Henry County, and I'm joined by our Henry County Board of Commissioners Chair, Carlotta Harrell. Raise your hands if I'm acknowledging. My Chief Deputy, John Pearson. My Field Division Commander, Colonel Mike Yarborough. Captain Robert Howell, our Gang Commander. The Hampton Police Chief, Derek Alston. McDonough Police Department, Major Kyle Helgerson. Major Josh Duke, our Henry County Sheriff's Office Field Commander. And Captain David Cody, our Henry County Sheriff's Office SWAT Commander. So approximately 3 weeks ago, we held a press conference with preliminary information on a sexual assault that occurred on February the 5th, 2021 at the Henry County Heritage at McDonough Senior Living Complex. More specifically, we solicited help from the entire metro area for information or leads pertaining to a possible suspect responsible for this egregious assault. The suspect was deemed as Henry County Most Wanted. This morning at approximately 1000 hours, with the outstanding collective work of the McDonough, Henry County, Hampton, Locust Grove Police Departments, respectively, in conjunction with the GBI, Henry County Fire, and Henry County Sheriff's Office, we were able to obtain several warrants on a Travail Lamar Ferris for rape, aggravated assault, sexual battery, burglary, and false imprisonment. A suspect that we strongly believe, given our supportive evidence from the GBI, is responsible for the prior reference. At approximately 12:15 hours, the Henry County Sheriff's Office SWAT team executed a high-risk search warrant at the location of 208 Adams Circle in McDonough, Georgia. Upon entry of the residence, Mr. Travail Ferris was located in the rear bedroom, and he was taken immediately into custody. One of the things that we talked about when we had the initial press conference is that we would not tolerate this type of foolish behavior in Henry County. We would not let these type of people walk among this county or any other county that we can have our hands to do with, and ensure that we don't put everything that we had on the ground, which we in fact did with this. We spared no time, we lost a lot of sleep, but we got what we believe to be the person in custody that is responsible for this. So my hat's off to the tremendous and collective work of the men and women that are standing behind me and the departments that they represent. And we want to make sure that we move forward collectively with respect to knowing that we can sleep a little bit better tonight, particularly in our senior community, thinking that we have a person that we strongly believe is responsible for these heinous crimes. With that in mind, I want to bring up Major Helgeson from the McDonough Police Department with further details.
Good evening. My name is Major Kyle Helgerson. I'm with the McDonough Police Department. Yesterday, we received information from the Georgia Bureau of Investigation's Division of Forensic Science. The information we received from them was a DNA match to our suspect. We took that information, we provided it to the task force, and through a collective effort, we were able to obtain a number of search warrants and an arrest warrant for Mr. Ferris.
With that in mind, is there any questions or concerns with respect to the same?
Obviously, there was a lot of fear in the community after the crimes happened. To know that he's off the streets now will, like you mentioned, Sheriff, have a lot of people sleeping better at night. Talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, it's weighed heavy on our minds since this incident occurred, and we've done everything we can in our power. Like the Sheriff said, we've lost a lot of sleep. There's been a lot of manpower involved in this effort. Everybody's come together in the law enforcement community collectively, and we were able to be successful in the end.
The suspect that was arrested, do we believe he's attached just to one individual incident or other crimes in the area?
I can't comment on that at this point.
Is that something that's under investigation? Or?
Yes.
As far as the arrest this morning, can you just give us some details? You said you got the warrants and went to a resident in the McDonough area. How'd that arrest play out? Was there any incident, or did everything go smoothly?
Yeah, it went smooth. The suspect was taken into custody without incident and charged with a number of felony offenses.
I know you just said this is under investigation. You don't want to disclose too much information. Is it possible that there are other incidents or cases that maybe were not necessarily overlooked that might be now tied into this individual that you had maybe had brought to your attention since?
Yeah, investigators are still vetting that information now. This is all still very fluid.
There was a reward for any information. Did you guys get tips, or how did that work?
We did get some tips. We've looked into those tips. Those tips were investigated. Unfortunately, no suspect was developed out of any of the tips that we received until yesterday when we received the information from the GBI.
Did this individual have any connection to the senior home that he went to? Was there any reason behind him targeting that location that we know?
We don't know at this point. I can tell you he lived within a mile radius of the incident location.
Can you just speak also just the community area? The initial reward came out, and I know several community members, one after another, stepped up and increased that reward. What was the sense in the community here for wanting this case hopefully solved quickly and closed?
Yeah, just shocked and appalled. As we stated earlier in our first press conference, that the community was very outpouring and empathetic to the situation that we were investigating. Thank you.
It's important to note that there's nothing we can do if we do not pull our resources together collectively. We will continue to do that as we continue to move Henry County to the next level of excellence. Number one. Number two, I want to make sure that our seniors know that you are top priority to us in the law enforcement community. Thus, one of the reasons is some of the many reasons that we lost sleep on this. And I want to make sure that you know, sleep a little bit better tonight, because we are watching collectively to make sure that you are safe in your respective areas. With that in mind, if there's no other questions, we'll conclude the press conference at this time.
Can I get my folks have a question about the correct spelling of the suspect's name? If you could share that.
Yes, it is. His name is Trevel Lamar Harris. That is Travel Lamar Farris.
He was a McDonough resident, and then do you have an age for Trevello?
Yes, there's more specific information that Eric Jackson is going to give you on your knee. Even some video from us taking the guy into custody today at the same location, 208 Adams Circle. 208 Adams Circle. All right?
And you're confident that he was a lone participant?
At this time. At this time. Thank you guys so much for coming out, and thank you for your support. All right? That's good. Thank you guys so much. I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Thank you all so much. Eric, you okay? You good? Make sure to get the video.
You got it.
All right, sounds good.